Hello, dear friends. A warm welcome once again to each one of you. It's a pleasure and a honor to have you all with us today. Welcome to the International Fabtalk family. Today, our special guest is really a person who's going to enlighten us with his rich experience. He's been in the field of education, counseling, etc., and has been doing his best to contribute not only to his state, to his country, but to the entire world. We are so proud and at the same time humbled by his presence. We'd like to invite on stage Mr. Muthiah Ramanathan.
Vanakkam. Good evening, good morning, good day.
Yes, sir. So good morning, world. That's a beautiful day today. So let's begin our session. Let me formally introduce our guest. Muthiah Ramanathan sir, Mr. Muthiah Ramanathan sir, you could say, or Dr. Muthiah Ramanathan sir. There are different ways you can connect with the person because he's very humble. He doesn't need a DR or a MR before his name. He's very simple and down to earth, ready to connect with each one of us. That's the best part that me and my team like about this great personality. Muthiah Ramanathan sir serves as the director and founder of Mind Dynamics Center, Chennai, India. He specializes in transactional analysis, neuro-linguistic programming, psychology, and hypnosis. He has served as the president of the Hypnotique Circle Chennai for 14 years. He has served as the founder secretary of NLP and TA Circle Chennai for 5 years. Well over 35 years, he has been presenting different programs on all aspects of personality development for well over 100,000 people in English and Tamil all over India. And of course, it has crossed the borders and not only in India, abroad as well. He has also presented several in-house training programs in Malaysia and Sri Lanka, has presented online training programs in USA, England, Malaysia, Australia, etc. And to add to that, there are several feathers in his cap. To add to that, he has presented several papers on various topics in transactional analysis and allied fields in more than 10 transactional analysis conferences held in India. He has written 2 bestseller books in Tamil, The Power of the Subconscious Mind and Hypnosis. How to score more than 90% in exams, focusing mainly on how students should score the best and give their best. He has appeared as guest of honor in several shows and in several programs and functions, presented several interviews online and offline, and participated in self-development oriented programs, psychology-based panel discussions in several leading Tamil TV channels. Nearly 200 of his videos and above on various aspects of personality development are available in the YouTube channels called as Mind Dynamics Tamil and Mind Your Mind with Stephen Raj. So we are so glad, and the list goes on, sir. We could continue reading about you and sharing more about you and introducing you officially, but we would like to know who is the real you. Who is Mr. Muthiah Ramanathan, sir? How would you define yourself, sir?
I like people, I like reading, and I have a passion to read anything connected with self-development or psychology. And whatever I read, I would like to give it to people. And wherever possible, I speak a lot. I'm a chatterbox. And added to that, I'm mischievous also. So wherever it is possible, I keep on buying books. I keep on reading books. I keep on talking about them. And that's who I am.
Great, sir. Reading makes you a perfect man. Right, sir?
Not perfect, but reading makes me learn more. Wow. The more and more I learn, the more and more surprises are there in the books.
Absolutely, sir. We agree with that, sir. And not only that, you read and share your knowledge and wisdom with the world. That's what makes you unique, that you want to share it with the world, enhance your knowledge, and create the interest in others.
Yeah,
dear sir,
yes. Yeah, it's there in the head and it has got to be useful for some people or not.
Right.
If I read a book and there is something worthwhile there, and it's no use me keeping it with myself. The idea is to transfer it to other people, more number of people.
Yes. Absolutely, sir. We have many of your fans who are very much happy with your work and the way you share your knowledge and wisdom with them. Whenever you give a lecture, people are in awe. What more? How did the time get over? Oh, it's now time up. We have to end the session. So they'll be waiting for more and more from you. Yes, sir. Sir, over the past years, you've been in the professional front, right? You've been facing a lot of stress. How do you de-stress? What is your mode of de-stressing from the professional stress?
And the idea is I keep listening to songs in mostly English songs or Hindi songs. Especially I like Lata Mangeshkar and Kishore Kumar songs, and especially I like Mumtaz and Rajesh Khanna songs. So I keep playing them and then I put them down. I keep working with my PC. All work I do only with PC, not cell phone. And the song will be going on behind, and I'll also be working along with it. And sometimes I play it so loud, and people in the next road can listen to what I'm listening to.
Great. So our guest de-stresses with music and song. That is really a beautiful way to de-stress.
But I do not know anything in music, anything in songs.
Okay, great.
I simply listen. I don't think I have some knowledge background in music. No, zero.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. I accept that. Yes, sir. Dear sir, how were you as a little kid? As a little kid, were you naughty, mischievous, humble, obedient, shy? How would you describe yourself?
How else could I have been? I was mischievous, always mischievous. Even in the book, in the foreword, I have acknowledged my daddy, saying that my daddy allowed me to be a mischievous kid. He encouraged me to be that. And had he punished me, I would not have been that way. But then he encouraged it. And with the net result, even today, I'm mischievous. Wherever I am there, irrespective of the situation or people around, I keep cracking jokes. And sometimes it so happens where I needed to be serious, I still be mischievous and naughty and make fun and crack jokes and all. I get into some issues also. But then I keep doing that. I'm not changing. I am aware I'm mischievous. I'm aware I get into some issues. I continue to do that.
I guess the inner child in you is still alive, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, in TL language, transactional language, we call it as free child.
Yes.
Being myself.
Yes. Yes, that's a beautiful way to be genuine and as well as, take care of yourself and the world. So it is conscious and, very, very respectful towards others while dealing with them, talking to them, how to protect his boundaries and as well as others. So, sir, the next question is, who is your inspiration or role model?
Role model, coming to training area, I have a person by name Werner Erhard. W-E-R-N-E-R, Werner. Erhard, E-R-H-A-R-D. And from USA, San Francisco, California. And he is the one who created a landmark forum. Earlier, it was called as Standard Training. And such an inspiration. He knows too many things, everything, anything and everything to do with human people's lives and the problems and how to achieve goals and all. And the way in which he communicates with the participants there. Yeah, he has done programs for millions. And I think he is now in Cayman Islands or someplace, I do not know. Once he visited India, and almost all his audio cassettes, good old days, I'm talking about late 1980s, audio cassettes, I used to buy them for 25 rupees and listen to him. Such a beautiful voice, such a caring person. And the way he looks at people, the way he interacts with people, the way he questions them, the way he answers them. And sometimes it so happens, as I told you earlier, surprisingly, the other person himself does not know who he is and what he does. And the way he talks to them, he lets them know that this is who you are and this is what you could do, this is what you could be. And the way he communicates, the other person gets it. He has transformed the lives of millions of people all over the world. And he is my role model or inspiration. Listening to his cassette or listening to his lectures, now available in YouTube, and listening to his lectures, and then anytime I do a program, I do a real good program. It need not necessarily be the same topic I listen to, I get the information and then transfer it. No. Any lecture of Werner Erhard I listen to and then I give a talk, my talk will be beautiful. Yes. That's the kind of inspiration he creates in the minds of people.
Yes, beautiful, sir. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Dear sir, do you remember any fresh incident which recently happened, a positive incident? Would you like to share that with us, sir?
Watching some movies in Netflix, anything and everything connected with American president, I am fascinated by. Because I think personally, I think that's the largest or the hugest or the biggest office in the world. And we think American president is the president of USA. Sometimes jovially we say he is the president of the entire world and he takes the decisions about what country can do, what the country, whether it can go on a war or not, even decided by USA like. So the American president, anything I watch about American president or the FBI or the CIA or anything to do with psychological investigations or forensic psychology and people who use psychology in order to understand or investigate or get to know how a murder happened, how to solve the murder and all those things. And lately I'm watching a series called 24, meaning it starts somewhere in the daytime and say 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 to 10, and then 10 to 11, 11 to 12. Yeah, every piece will be 1 hour episode. Like there will be 24 episodes. And then there are about 9 seasons, I believe. I have covered 2 or 3 seasons now. And every single hour, simultaneously, if it is 1 o'clock in the midnight, they will say 1 o'clock here, 1 o'clock there, 1 o'clock there, 1 o'clock here, 4 or 5 different areas, and at the same time they shoot. And then they bring them all together, and 2 o'clock something else will happen, and then 2 to 3 something else will happen. And watching this, the way in which the whole thing is interwoven, that's surprising, really, really astonishing. Mixing all the people together and having a problem. It's about a problem connected with the American president. And how do they save the American president and how do they work on? Really, really astonishing and fascinating and interesting.
Great.
That's what is currently I'm watching now.
Great, sir.
I think it's an Hotstar, Hotstar Disney.
Great. Thanks for sharing, sir. That's beautiful. Very nice. Thank you so much. Dear sir, how would you like to be remembered in this world?
As a person, as I told you earlier, a person who read a lot and a person who spoke a lot.
How sweet. So sweet. Yes, that's really beautiful. Not spoke a lot, shared a lot. Spread his knowledge.
Right, shared.
Yeah, spread his wisdom. Yes, dear sir.
Downloading what is there in the head.
Yes. Your favorite movie, sir?
Movie. Pretty Woman is one, by Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. Pretty Woman is one. Another one is Before Sunrise. Before Sunrise is by Ethan Hawke and Julia Delpy. Just 2 people, a boy and a girl, traveling by the train, and they happen to talk to each other. And Ethan Hawke has got to get down at a particular area in Austria, Vienna, I believe. And as he's about to get down, he tells the girl, I do not know who you are. I'm going to be here. I do not have any money at all. I got to roam around here and take a flight to go to USA back. And in this context, I really would like you to come along with me and spend a day with me. And we can walk around in Vienna. And this lady, surprisingly, she gets down along with them. And then after they get down from the train, they introduce themselves to each other. This is my name, this is your name. And then they shake hands. And then they keep on walking. 1.5 hours movie. They keep on walking in the roads. Sit down someplace, drink some beer and eat something. And then keep walking. Be in the park. Walk along the waterway. And then after 10 years, they took another movie called Before Sunset. Again, the same 2 people talking. Okay. And after 10 more years, they said Before Midnight. And another movie, again the same 2 people talking. And the entire 1.5, 4.5 hours, the movie, 3 movies, they simply keep walking and talking, and every sentence is meaningful. Really.
Sharing. I guess we could use sharing. Yes, that's right.
Questioning and answering and sharing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So nice. Definitely we'll watch the movie. It's like, something interesting and mysterious. Like, if I get time, I'll definitely watch it, sir. And I'm sure our audience too will watch it, and all the members on the platform today. Dear sir, are you able to sing for us today? Would you oblige to sing a line or 2? No?
Absolutely no good in singing.
Okay.
Talk.
Tamil? Or a line? Okay. Okay, sir. So, if at all you got a chance to, get a big holiday, a long holiday, maybe, 10 to 15 days or maybe 1 month, where would you like to go? Which place would be your favorite destination?
USA and California and the beaches. My son and daughter are there.
Wow, great.
I like beaches. I like walking along with my son in the beach. I've done that once. And we took a car and then we went about 200 kilometers away. And every 2 kilometers, there'll be some shopping center and a couple of shops, and the beach will be there, beach empty. We entered the beach and we kept on walking 5 kilometers this way and 5 kilometers this way, 10 kilometers we walk. And walking and talking. And nobody in the beach.
Wow.
Absolute clear sand and the sea waves and nothing else. We are just two of us. And it's unlike in India where the population is more, the beaches will be deserted and nobody will be there in the beach or seashore areas or in most of the places in California.
Yes.
So the entire sea coast, walking along with my son along the beach was something really good. I would like to be there, spend time.
Yes, that's very nice to share with us, sir. And we wish you get that break quickly to share some quality time with your family, especially your son, whom you're missing, I guess, right now, right? Yes. Dear sir, what is that one thing you like about yourself? This thing is special in me, and I like this thing about me.
This quest for knowledge, wanting to know. If I pick up astronomy, I would like to pick up as much as possible. I would like to read through. Like I start with Stephen Hawking or Carl Sagan or Michio Kaku and Brian Cox and Neil deGrasse Tyson and lately Jackie Faherty and Michelle Thaler. Now I enter a subject, I would like to know as much as I can. And then lately, last year, I started learning Tamil literature. After all these years, I suddenly started learning Tamil literature, and I have a teacher by name Madam Vaidegi Herbert from Hawaii Islands. And she teaches Tamil literature 2000 years back. The literature was there like 11 Kilkanakku, 11 Melkanakku, 10 Patti, I started buying books, and all these books are Tamil literature only.
Oh, great.
And the moment I enter in, I buy everything. To the largest possible extent, I read them and then I give a talk on them, letting people know that this much is available inside the books.
Great, sir. Very nice. Because when you show me the list of books behind you, the big rack filled with lots of books, I remember one great president who didn't have any property on his name, but he left a large number of books and left this world with a rich treasure for the younger generation to use.
I have 10,000 books. This is hardly 1,000.
Yes.
I shifted my residence from Kekanagar.
Even one book also is, yes, one book is, you have one good book that is equal to having many friends like you.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yes, dear sir.
Even in USA, when I go there, I go to the library and then I pick up books and keep reading. And whenever I pick up a book from this shelf, I see that this shelf is okay. Yes. I rearrange all the books. And my son used to make fun of me saying that, how many shelves are you going to correct or redo? I said, wherever I pick up a book, that shelf must remain neat. So I rearrange all the books and then come.
Right, sir. Right, sir. And in fact, in USA, there are certain places where they have books for free. You have in every colony or maybe in every area, they have this free, I read the book, my time is over with the book. So I keep it in a particular box over there. Somebody else could read and replace the book.
You are right.
Yeah, I love that.
Free library. People have read the books and maybe they will have 100 books. And they will have a bird's cage like 2 shelves over there on the tree or in the open area in the pathway or the platform area. And books will be there. Whoever wants a book, they can take a book. Whoever wants to leave a book, they can come and drop a book. I read a lot of books that way in US.
Yes, sir. Beautiful. We should have that in India as well. Right, sir? Yes, sir. Dear sir, thanks for sharing. That's really very beautiful. So, as a youngster, or maybe even now, do you love sports? Are you interested in any sports and games, or were you interested?
It's mixed. I was working in LIC of India, LIC building, Chennai, Anna Salai. And I was for 2 years, I was the secretary of the Sports and Recreation Club for LIC of India, Chennai. I am an organizer. I never played any sports in my life, but I was always an organizer. As an organizer, We have had a holiday athletic meet in Chennai, and I was very happy organizing, inviting all the people from LICF India all over India, and they all came over here, and we gave up, we placed them in hotels, and then took them over to the ground, and they conducted the athletic meet. And I'm happy watching athletics. Even in Olympics, I quote lots of athletics, and especially I like tennis. Good old days, John McEnroe was mischievous and naughty and a fighter. I like John McEnroe. The way he plays and the way he fights with the umpires and all.
Yes, right. Thank you so much for that sharing, sir. Thank you very much. So what is that one change you would like to bring in the world?
Even last week I was speaking about world peace. The point is there shall be no discrimination at all based on the caste, based on the nationality, based on the religion, based on the God, based on belief system, based on money, based on qualifications or positions or whatever. If everyone is treated equal, that will be an ideal world. That's what I like. In almost all my training programs, I say everybody is unique and everybody is equal. Nobody is superior to any person based on intellect or based on the caste or based on the religion or based on the birth. That is something that irritates me, that angers me. I lose my temper telling people that everybody is equal. Joe Willie used to say, maybe there is a vice president in an office, there is a junior officer in the office, a clerk in the office, and a worker or a sub-staff or a peon in the office. And say all of them are around 50 years old, and all the 5 people. And all of them have got a teenage daughter and a son at home. And the way in which they work in the office, he does peon's job, he does clerical work, he does junior or manager's work, he does the top level management, corporate strategy and all. When they go back home, they have the teenage daughter problem, they have the teenage son problem, same problem. They have the same wife problem, they have the same husband problem.
Yes. Yes.
How can you differentiate people simply based on what they do in an organization or what they do to make money? This is the real self. The real self is the family. Yes. The family, the children want only a daddy and a mummy. They don't want an engineer, doctor, computer specialist. They want a mummy, they want a daddy.
Yes.
And you want a son, you want a daughter. Nothing beyond. How can we differentiate people or discriminate people? And it really angers me.
Yes. Yes, dear friends, all our members who are present here, the participants on this platform and our virtual audience. From this sharing of our guest, our celebrity today, we come to understand that he is a great humanitarian, loves to have equality everywhere. Equality is the basis of our existence. And that is how he would like to create a positive impact in the society at large. So I love the way you put that, all are equal, irrespective of who you are, from where you are coming, all of us are equal, and you speak entirely on the humanitarian lines. And thank you for that beautiful sharing, sir. Dear sir, when do you plan to retire?
And how do you look at retirement? That's the point. In an organization, people can retire, but in life, you don't retire at all.
Wow.
You continue to live, right? So then they also say in Okinawa Island in Japan, where in the Second World War, the bomb blasts happened there. And in that area, the population is about 4,400,000. Of the 400,000, 100,000 people are 100 plus. And they are healthy. And they go to office and they go to the paddy field. They work. They make their own money. They live independently. Children are there around, but then they live independently. They cook. They get up in the morning. They go to office or the paddy field. They work. They make their money. They come back and then socialize with other people in the similar age. And then they go to sleep. They're independent. They are healthy. They are happy. They are working. Get it? So in that context, there is nothing called retirement at all in life. And coming from office at a given point of time, it's good that you say enough is enough. I am not working for money. Now I am working in order to help other people around. And the experience is something you can get only by experience. book, maybe some people will take about a month to read one book, and maybe a person will take one day and read the whole book, and get the whole content of the book can be picked up in one single day by one person, maybe, because it's possible for him to go through and assimilate. But experience, if it is 1 year experience, you got to put in 1 year, then only you will get 1 year experience. So in that context, a person who is around 60 or so, when he retires, he has already put in about 35-40 years of service, and based on that, he has undergone many lows and many ups and many downs and many kinds of experiences and accelerations and all. Taking all of them into account, he will be able to teach other people based on experience.
Absolutely.
It could be any category. You can be the low-level employee, or you can be the corporate staff. But based on your experience, you can always contribute to other people's well-being. And one another area that I would like to point out here is when mortality rate, when people were dying at 40, maybe 100 years back, when people were dying at 40 and life expectancy was hardly 40, 45 like. Now it has gone up to, I think, 70, 75 in India, and about 80, 90 in well-developed countries, healthy countries and science-based countries. In that context, when we were having 60 as retirement date, when life expectancy was at 40, now life expectancy is at 80. Why should people retire at 60? And the idea is we must be able to create more employment.
Right, sir.
So everyone must be employed and everyone must be earning as long as they want, as long as they can, as long as they can contribute.
Beautiful, beautiful. I really like that beautiful way of sharing. Everyone should get employment, and as long as you wish to work, no matter your age, you should be there on the scene giving your best. That's very nice. A noble thought and something very unique and innovative. I'm sure in the future, definitely this will work out, sir. It's really a beautiful thought. Very nice. Dear sir, how would you put this? Smart work and hard work. Vityasam, sir, the difference.
Good question. The smart, there are two aspects in English. One is called effectiveness, the other one is called efficiency. Effectiveness is wanting to do something and doing exactly that and getting the result that you wanted. You are effective, you created the result that you wanted to create. Efficiency is at a minimal cost creating a maximum output, meaning spending less fuel or less time in order to arrive at a distance, maybe from Chennai to Coimbatore or Chennai to Hyderabad. So at a lesser time and a lesser cost also. If I take a train, longer time, but lesser cost. If I take a flight, lesser time and more cost.
Yes.
So the point is, I got to find a via media in between, wherein I spend less time also, I spend less money also. So that's what is needed. That's called smart work.
Great.
We were having a blackboard earlier. In all the schools, it's blackboard and chalk pieces earlier. And because we called it as blackboard, instead of calling it as board, which is black, we named it as blackboard. And because it was blackboard, there's got to be a chalk piece. And nobody changed anything. Suddenly, a person came by and he said, why should it have to be black? It can be white also. And the moment the whiteboard came by, and then you brought in marker pens, and now opti number of colors you can use. Great. Long as it was blackboard, only chalk piece. Yes. The moment you brought in a whiteboard, all colors came by. So that way I'm saying smart work is bringing in something else wherein a more number of people stand to benefit and the cost is less.
Great, great. Beautifully put in, sir. Excellent. Thank you so much, sir, for that. Thank you for that. Dear sir, any dream projects for the future? Yes or no? And if you'd like to, if it is yes or no, you could say yes or no. If you'd like to share it, you could share or keep it a secret. The choice is yours.
Not a secret. The idea is I would like to write books. I have written only 2 books. And I think it has taken 25 years. I have written only 2 books. I would like to write more books. The talking is there and the videos are there, but still I would like to have them like black and white and print. So my that's one area. And in the udemy.com also, I have only 5 videos, and I would like to have more videos there. I need to record and create them. If I am there or not, the books must be there. If I am not there or not, the videos must be there.
Great. That's so nice. Very nice, sir. Thanks for sharing. although asked you could keep it a secret, but you were so honest and so humble. You shared it with us, and we wish you all the best in all your endeavors. And yes, what, dear team, earlier, as I said, sirs, our guest today would like to impact the world. He wants to leave a legacy. So that's all we have, to learn from our guest today. What is the takeaway? To leave a legacy, not to just come, live, and just go away without doing anything, but to create an impact, leave a beautiful legacy for the younger generation and as well as the future generation. Yes, sir, the next question coming up. We've seen you smiling, and most of the people say when we speak to Muthiah sir, there's a virtual smile on his face. So what is the secret of that smile, sir?
Generally, I'm a happy person. I like, as I told you earlier, whatever I do, I enjoy doing. Whatever I do not like, I don't touch it at all. I do not like mathematics or finance or marketing or share market or whatever. I don't touch them at all. I tell people whatever I know to the largest possible extent, the best way. Whatever I do not know at all. I don't know much about these computers and information technology. I use cell phone only to give a call or receive a call, and sometimes go to the WhatsApp. Beyond that, I do not know what is there in the cell phone at all. For all practical purposes, I know survival level computer technology and nothing beyond that. So what I know thoroughly. I know psychology. I am happy learning psychology. Keep on learning psychology. That makes me smile.
Great, sir. Beautiful, sir. Very nice. Dear sir, any weakness?
Weakness, I tend to get angry.
Great.
Angry at people, the cheats or the corrupt people or dishonest people, or I get angry. I get provoked easily. The moment the discrimination happens, especially based on birth and caste and religion,
Right.
I get provoked easily, and sometimes I lose my temper and give my words, and sometimes I regret later that I should not have used such a word or a phrase in my life.
Right. I get that, sir. I really get that. Dear sir, who is your strength, or where do you derive your strength from? You've been on this journey so long, and yet strong and active, proactive. From where do you derive that power and strength, sir?
I'm an extrovert. As the definition for extrovert goes, the power, the energy or the power comes from people. I start 9 o'clock, I start a training program, and I keep on talking for 8 hours, and 5 o'clock the program is over. I have the same kind of energy which I had by 9 o'clock at 5 o'clock also, and people ask me, how come you're so energetic? Even after speaking for 8 hours, I say, all the energy came from you only. If nobody is interacting with me, if nobody is questioning me, and people simply remain silent and receiving what I'm talking, then I would have lost my energy.
Yes.
So my energy comes from people. And one other area, my inspiring area, is my daddy. And if you say I have a library here, my father had a library. My grandfather had a library in the village called Shanmuganathapuram, 10 kilometers away from a town called Karaikudi in Tamil Nadu. Yes. And I am talking about nearly 80 years or 100 years back. My grandfather had a library. So my library is third generation library, and my son in Danville in California, he has got a library. That's a fourth generation library.
Wow.
So library, and I get my inspiration from my daddy. As you were saying, I was president of the Hypnotique Circle for 14 years. My father was secretary of Tamil Writers Association, Children's Writers Association, and all. And he also used to speak very well, and in English and Tamil, good old days. When he was 18 years old, I'm talking about a time maybe 70 years back in 1947, my daddy was 18 years old, and he has already read a lot of English books like Emily Zola, Decameron, Boccaccio, and all. And then he has translated English books when he was an 18 years old boy in a village and published the book also.
Great.
I simply wonder how come as a tiny little boy in a village could study English, could read English books, and then find it interesting, and then translate it, and then get it published also in 1947. Great. Compared to what my daddy did, I haven't done much. He has written 75 books. His name is Muthiah.
Great. Beautiful, sir. Thanks for sharing that. That's really nice. I'm just imagining that 18-year-old boy, getting it, writing the book, writing, the script and getting it printed and publishing it. It's a great task. And then again, and coming from a village background, right? So then that is really great. And we have to learn a lot. And I'm sure they have left a beautiful legacy for you to continue. And we are sure that you are leaving, I mean, you are going to give us something the world is going to be proud of. And you are doing your best, sir. Earlier, it was like the books, but now it is the online content which you are giving us, like the videos and your online webinars, etc. You've been doing. So that's really nice. Thank you so much, sir, for that. Sir, are you scared of anything in life? Any fears?
Scared specifically, I'm not scared of anything, but I'm not able to put it. But people are afraid of death. But the point is, I'm not afraid of death. At any given point of time, if I could die, I'll happily die. I'm complete, I'm fulfilled. Not that I dislike, not that I hate, not that I'm uncomfortable with myself, not that those things. I'm not scared of death, and I'm not scared of any specific. Now, maybe you can say I'll be indisposed, I'll be in bed, and someone has got to take care of me. Maybe that's scary.
Yes.
I would like to have a heart attack and die immediately.
Same to you, sir. Same to you. I do have the same thoughts and the same views. Yes. And not only we both, many of the people in the world, they have the same mindset, not afraid of death, but afraid of in what condition we may die, the situation we may die. So let's all hope that we have a peaceful death. That's a part. But now we are here very happy, sharing beautiful thoughts and enlightening the world. Our celebrity today, Muthiah Ramanathan, sir, is the best person we've had today. So let's discuss furthermore and ask sir something very deep. Sir, as you already said, you get angry on certain issues. So I will not ask you that question. So any suggestion, any message for the youngsters, the youth, and as well as senior citizens? All in one, we'll put it. Any special message from your side?
For the younger generation, point is find out what you like. And many a time it so happens people study engineering or people go to IT sector or electronics and all those things simply because there is money in it, simply because the ambience is good, simply because all the other people do it. Maybe I say like Animal Kingdom or the National Geographic, people go to the desert and the forest and the mountains and the snowy areas, and then they toil over there. They shoot maybe 6 months, they stay there and follow a leopard or follow a cheetah or follow a bird. And you can create something like that. Do something different. Find out what you're passionate about, and you don't have to wait till 60, retire, and then start doing all those things. Ab initio, find out. Simply because other people do something, or simply because there is money in it, don't do that. Do what you like. If you like something and that is what if your hobby is your profession, then you don't have to work at all in your life. So go after your hobby, go after your passion, but ignore all the other people, what other people do, what other people say, and ignore money and everything, and be consistent and totally focus on what you like, specialize in that area and spend all your life and only doing that.
Yes. Yes, very nice, sir. Thank you for sharing, sir. Beautiful.
For older people, as I told you earlier, your maturity and your experience, that is useful to people. We say jovially in Madurai. Madurai is a beautiful city in Tamil Nadu, where the older people are called Persu, meaning a bigger one. Bigger one meaning the jovially they call that Persu Chalvanga. Persu meaning the couple of boys, the grandchildren fighting with each other about what to do, what not to do, like maybe 20 years old boys and girls, they're fighting with each other about doing something worthwhile, and they are not able to come to a decision or a conclusion, arrive at something. At that point in time, one of them will say, why don't we consult Persu? We'll go ask grandfather. Okay, like the other person will say, the grandfather, he never got educated, never went to school, never went to college, no degree at all. The other fellow, the boy or the girl will say, what does the person know? He doesn't have any qualification. And the person who recommended Persu's name will say, person, he has got beaten up too many times.
Yes.
See, the qualification of Percy is being beaten up so many number of times, and the Percy will tell us how not to get hit.
Yes, yes. I get
That's the
it.
qualification. You don't have to have a college, a university qualification. You can fall down umpteen number of times, maybe 10 times, 20 times, 100 times. And based on your falling, you can tell the other person, don't do all this 100 I already done. Learn from me and do something else so that you will not fall down. So they convey all the knowledge and the wisdom and the maturity and the experience that you have over to other people. Tell them in a jovial way. Don't make it boring, irritating. Don't make it compulsion. Like I will tell you a beautiful story and then tell them as a story like.
Yes, very nice, very nice. Beautifully put in. I really liked it. You really brought a smile on our face, and as well as our virtual audience would definitely enjoy what you've shared just now, sir. And especially the senior citizens. I know that Addivango, that's something, get beating, that was really humorous. At the same time, learning, there's something to learn from that. Very nice, sir. Dear sir, if you are not who you are today, a psychologist, and who you are today, what would you have been? Which other profession you would have chosen?
As I told you, I was working in LIC of India as a clerk. Maybe I would have gotten some more promotions and retired as a divisional manager or senior divisional manager in Chennai someplace. Had I continued, I quit when I was 40 and I put in 20 years of service and I was 40. I said, I am passionate about becoming a trainer. I'm resigning. I resigned. I took voluntary retirement and came out and started my own office called the Mind Dynamics Center, started training in all these years. Had I not become a psychologist or a trainer, I would have continued on in LIC of India, and maybe I would have come up to a divisional manager rank.
Yes, dear sir. Thank you for sharing, sir. That's really nice. So we'd like you to share your favorite proverb or quote.
Yeah, that's a nice one. The ultimate greatest risk in life is not having taken any risk at all in life. I come again. Ultimate greatest risk in life is not having taken any risk at all in life. I think it is there in my Gmail, in email, wherein below my name, this quote will be there. Meaning, not having taken any risk at all and always playing safe. Ultimately, suddenly I noticed that I have not played at all. I was given a beautiful playground and maybe tennis area or cricket area or football area, and I have not played at all. I was always watching. Other people were playing. The players score runs. The players achieve something worthwhile. Players make a mark. The people in the audience, they keep clapping and then they go back home empty-handed. So the idea is take some risk, fall down. It is okay to fall down. So fully, just last week there was rain there. This is a new place. Hardly 3 months back we came to this area. And I went to the terrace and it was raining very nicely. And there was a water outlet to go out in the terrace. I blocked it up and stored up for 3 inches of rain and fully the same way. The full and shirt and tucked in and pant and all. I was happily enjoying the rain and rolling down in the terrace, enjoying it. Say enjoy. Play, keep playing. If there's a swimming pool, jump into it. So take the cell phone away, take whatever worthwhile is away, and then jump into it, and then come out. See, living in the moment. Yes. If there is an opportunity, immediately seize the opportunity. They call it as carpe diem. CARPEDIEM, carpe diem. Seize the day, seize the time, seize the moment.
Yes.
Make the most of it.
Yes. Dear friends, our guest today is focusing on one very important thing. Come out of your comfort zone. Jump out of your comfort zone and don't be at ease. Don't be a couch potato. Take risks. Face the world until you take risks. If you don't take any risks, that is the biggest risk. So come out of your comfort zone. Do things which you want to do. And then you really will be happy and with no regrets. So dear sir, the next question is, here's my cup. Visible, sir? Is the cup half full or half empty according to you?
I can take it half full and see that how to make it full.
Wow, great.
Think in terms of making it full.
Great, sir. Very nice.
Not half full, make it full.
Yes. Dear sir, you love pets?
No, I have a different kind of an opinion. I do not know how people will take it. When we love people, I don't think we need pets. There are people who love pets and pets are good. I get to see that. Sometimes, and coming from a psychology background, I think I am too much analyzing people or some such. Could be I'm willing to be wrong. I could be wrong. If there are people to care for and love, you don't need a pet. And many a time, I think people are missing out on some of their happiness on their relationships, and they, in order to get their happiness, not from people because they do not trust people, they shift the happiness over there. I don't get married, I will have a pet. I have a problem with my husband or wife, and then I go for a pet. And I'm in the movie industry, I don't trust anybody around me, so I go for a pet. And is it shifting your love to pets? Is it because truly are you 100% in love with pets, or don't you get love from human beings and that's the reason why you shift over? That's a question that people need to ask.
Yes.
I am willing to be wrong. I could be wrong.
No, but there must be some truth in what you're saying, sir. To a certain extent, you're very right. It is true. To a certain extent, it is true. I accept that, sir. Yes, dear sir. We go on with the next question. Which one would you prioritize? Suppose now you're in a certain space and you have a zoo very close from your house, like it's like 10 minutes from your house, and the sanctuary is like 1.5 hours. You're given an option to visit either of these. Which one would you select?
Naturally, bird sanctuary, simply because birds are there in the open area. And if there birds are there, there has got to be trees and bushes and plants and flowers and multicolored ones. And not only birds, if birds are there, the other insects like butterflies and bumblebees will also be there. And water will be there, and greeneries will be there, and it's all open, and that's nature. Zoo is an area where you are caged, and the animal is in an artificial area where it is not supposed to be in an artificial area.
Right.
A lion needs, normally we say a lion needs 25 kilometers circle around, wherein it can walk this way, maybe 10-15 kilometers, walk this way, this way, this way. And the lion usually gets about 25 kilometers in a jungle. Another male lion cannot enter this area.
Yes.
And that lion will have its own jurisdiction of 20 kilometers.
Right.
Like we normally say, maybe 2-bedroom apartment and 1,000 square feet for a family. Like
Yes.
a lion needs about 25 kilometers space. All that you give is not even 250 meters.
Yes.
That's artificial. This is torture. This is not how they are supposed to be. And they must hunt. You don't kill a bird or an animal and then feed the lion or a tiger or a bear over there. Yes. This is artificial and this is inhuman. This is not okay. And that is beautiful. That is natural. That's a setting that I like. That's a setting anybody likes.
Great, great, sir. Very nice, very nice. A big round of applause. You've explained it very clearly for our audience. What is the difference between a zoo and a sanctuary? That's very nice. Although people know it, but then we'd like to put it back again into their thought process. Yes, dear sir. How many languages could you speak?
English and Tamil, I'm really fluent in. I speak English fast. I speak Tamil also fast. I speak pretty fast, but I can manage to understand a little bit of Hindi and a little bit of Malayalam.
Great, great, sir. Great, sir. Very nice. So, are you a good listener, a speaker, or both?
Both. Because as I told you, I train people. I got trained also. I've conducted thousands of training programs in these 40 years. I've attended thousands of programs in these 40 years. So I'm a good listener. I like to be trained by people. I like good trainers, good speakers. And whenever a good trainer is there, and I attentively listen to those people, ask questions, learn as much as possible from those trainers. So I'm a good listener. I'm a good speaker. Both.
Very honest on that, sir. Very nice. Very polite, very humble, and very honest that answer is. I like it. It's very nice. Dear sir, if you had the gift of a superpower, the universe offered you a wonderful superpower, what would you select?
Superpower. As I told you earlier, I would like to convert all my talks into books. I think the only person that I know was whatever he spoke became a book was Osho Rajneesh. I think he was speaking, simply speaks, and somebody records it, and then somebody gets it printed like a book. And Osho's, I think, 640 books, volumes of Osho are available. Everything that he spoke, and they all got converted by other people. He simply spoke. He didn't do anything further because he's a thinker. He thinks beautifully and he speaks beautifully, and he's a genius. So if I could have maybe 100 books or whatever I wanted to talk about, say Neil deGrasse Tyson or Stephen Hawking or Michio Kaku, and I would like to write maybe about 50 pages. I would like to write something about them, because whatever I know about them, I would like to have them in print, and that way they'll be available to people.
Yes.
They're all neuron connections here.
Right.
Useful only to me now. And they got to become available to other people. If I
Right.
have that superpower or whatever, I think they will become book.
Wow, great, beautiful, beautiful. So whatever sir thinks and beautiful thought process should be converted into books. Why? Because he want to impress, and want to, impact, and he want to share his wisdom with the younger generation. He wants his beautiful legacy to be passed on from generation to generation. Beautiful, sir. Very nice. I love the way you said that superpower to convert all my beautiful thoughts, innovative thoughts into books. Very nice. And I hope you get your superpower. That's really nice. Dear sir, could you just enlighten and create awareness today on this platform, on the International Fabtalks show? 2 red flags to be safe. All of us. Any 2 red flags to be cautious.
Like red light signal.
You get the point? Like many of us are innocent, many of us are vulnerable, and we don't know who is going to manipulate us. So any 2 red flags to be alert that this is not okay.
The point is, normally I say trust all the people unless they become untrustworthy. So not to come from a lack of trust. The idea is to trust people, but sometimes it so happens I also get cheated. Sometimes be cautious and make enough money. Now, not necessarily too much money. Always see that you take care of your money, you take care of yourself. And it's a boy or a girl, it is good to learn karate. That way you are confident about yourself, number one, and you can take care of other people if they are vulnerable, if they can't take care of themselves, so you can help them out. And you will be physically fit also, psychologically fit also. Unless you are psychologically fit, you cannot become physically fit.
Right.
Yeah, Jovilia used to tell people, no sports is physical. All sports is about mental element only. I have also written an article saying Olympics is a mental game.
Right.
Olympics is not a physical game. So that way, when you're psychologically fit, you will also be physically fit. So in that context, karate helps.
Yes, great, great. So your mental process, your mental thoughts, what is in your mind, that's what you will keep doing, no matter if you have a huge body. But what's here in your mind, that's what could make you a star, an Olympic, a winner. People with even weak bodies. Yes, sir.
It's okay to fall down. The idea is to get back, bounce
Yes.
back. I also tell people about quote boxing. In the boxing, the other guy punches, and then maybe I fall down. When I fall down, I don't lose. They start counting 10.
Yes.
And before they come to 10, or if I get up, the game again, once again, it starts. It's not when you fall. The true loss comes only when you don't get up. Yes. So the idea is, anytime you fall, don't say the world is over, my life is over, and I can't do anything more, I'm a failure. You failed. You are not a failure. So that way, bounce back. What else do I need to do? How else could I avoid this pitfall? I will not fall next time into this pitfall. So the idea is fall down, learn, and don't fall down the same place. Fall down in some other place.
Great. Good. That's so nice. Dear friends, sir is very resilient. He has this quality of resilience and teaching us today how to be resilient. No matter if you fall down, rise up again, fall down in the same place or in a new place, but get up. Do not be stuck there. Do not give up on life. You have help coming out for you. You could reach out to counselors, to psychologists, to the adults, to the senior citizens, and succeed in life. Never give up. So our guest gives us this beautiful message: be resilient, persistent, and continue with life. Life is a beautiful gift. Yes, dear friends, the next question, sir, for you. In the next 50 years, from this very second, I'm talking to you, sharing something, we are having a conversation, sharing. From this very second and the next 50 years that are going to come, what type of changes will be there according to you?
I read Yuval Noah Harari Sapiens, wherein he says he has written 2 books. One about what happened earlier, called Sapiens, Homo sapiens, sapiens, sapiens. But we had a lot of cousins, like 10 different species and human beings alone. And we are the only ones, Homo sapiens, sapiens remaining. All the other, we killed them all. That's a different story. That's about the past. And then he has written one another book called Homo Deus, Homodeus, meaning gods, human gods. That's about the future. Wherein he says everything would become electronic, everything would become mechanical or gadget oriented or robot like, wherein people will be at home and anything that they want, you got to switch over something, operate an electronic gadget, you will get that. And people will become lazy, people will become drink alcohol and stay at home, and they will lose out on physical health and all those things, he says. Maybe in 50 years time, everything will become automatic, and people need not have to go anywhere, need not have to work on anything. Cars will fly by themselves, planes will go by themselves, trains will go by themselves, and nobody need to move also, and everything will be available. And at that point of time, he says it's not okay. We need to in the book Sapiens also, he says if you go for hunting, normally you get up in the morning as a good old man 100,000 years back. You get up in the morning and you need food. The only way you can get food is by hunting. Agriculture came by much later. Hardly 30,000 years back, agriculture came by, paddy fields came by. Before that, the only way to get food is by hunting. So in order to hunt, people have to run maybe 10, 20 kilometers a day and maybe 40 kilometers a day, and then fight and then kill and then bring them back and then start cooking and eating and all those.
Yes.
So people were really, really physically fit.
Yes.
The more and more electronic gadgets come by, people will become physically unfit.
Yes.
So that's a problematic area wherein we need to motivate people to do exercise 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, and stay at home 8 hours. Make your money through electronic gadgets. That's how it is going to be.
Yes, sir. Very right. Very right. Very nicely put in. Very well. Very well answered. There's some accuracy in what you've said. That's very nice. Good sharing, sir. Dear sir, this is an imaginative question. You should just imagine this. You have a machine in your hand. It's called as the time machine. And if you just clicked one of the buttons, that would take you into the past. And the question is here, whose life would you like to relive? You have to go into the past era and select one personality and relive their lives. Which personality would you want to select?
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Wow, great. And I guess your features also are something similar like that. No.
Nehru was born in an aristocratic family and extremely caring, loving person. He loved children and highly communicative. Qualified as Bharat Law in London. And he used to say, when I go to London, they say you're an Indian. I don't. And so I didn't belong in London. When I came back here, they said, you are a Bharat Law. You got educated in London in 1920s or so. Again, he said, I don't belong in India. I don't belong in London. Either way, I have a problem. But then the man was highly intelligent, highly caring. He was always with a smile, always with a rose, always with kids. Always people around him, men and women, everybody liked him. And he was in jail for us for 9 years. Coming from an aristocratic family, got educated in London, he could be happily serving in London itself or be here in the court of law and enjoying his life. But then he sacrificed his life for us. Yes. He was in jail for 9 years and he didn't even know this. Even if I'm a pickpocket, they will tell me 3 months jail. After 3 months, I know I can come back. But then Nehru went to jail not knowing when he will be released.
Right.
And he did all that for you and me now to be freely moving around. Maybe we can even criticize Nehru today because of the freedom Nehru got to us.
Yes. Yes.
People talk about Gandhi, right? But nobody talks as much as Gandhi being spoken about, Nehru must also be spoken about.
Yes.
Nehru worked, I think he was Prime Minister for 16 years. He created everything here.
Yes.
Right from the roads or the trains or the factories or the airports, everything, it was in vision.
Yes.
He wanted an India. Gandhi had a vision, but then Gandhi died or he was shot dead.
Yes.
He could not operate. But he was here performing. After independence, he took charge and then he performed.
Yes.
And many a time, it really angers me again saying that for anything and everything that is not okay, people start blaming Nehru. And Nehru is to be appreciated. Nehru laid the foundation. You and I are building castles over there based on the foundation only. So for what he was and what he did, stupendous.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes, I agree, sir. Very nice. Very well said. Very well explained. Good clarity, sir. Thank you for sharing so much. Sir, are you a forgiving person? Do you forgive others easily? Yes? No?
No.
Oh, wow.
I have a problem there simply because I'm being interviewed. I don't want to give you a goody answer.
Oh,
I
so
am angry at people. I still have anger, lingering, continuing, existing anger. I maintain, sustain that. I don't forgive, and I don't mind admitting that I don't forgive people. I am angry at people.
So sweet. That's very honest of you, lots of honesty. And, I just, this is an interview and I don't want a goody one. I want to be very honest. So, sir, here's a question for you now coming up. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself with regard to forgiveness?
Maybe 3.
Good. Great.
Could be 3.
Yes. That's really nice.
I don't forgive. No. There is still anger here.
Yes, hurt. That is not anger, that's hurt, I think, right? When people take advantage of you, your good nature, that's where the anger changes into hurt, like, you're still there. You can't be angry at them, but you're hurt within and can't forgive them, right?
You're right.
Yes. I like the honesty with which you have shared everything today, sir. Our main interview for today is we are done with it, but we have a rapid fire round where you just have to answer in 1 word or 2 words.
Right.
Okay, so we have a few questions. It's just 1 word or 2 word answer, sir. Yes, sir. Now, dear friends, we'll go on with the rapid fire round with our celebrity today, Muthiah Ramanathan, sir. Dear sir, you like cakes or ice cream?
Cakes or ice cream?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ice cream.
Strawberry flavor, chocolate flavor?
Chocolate.
Summer, winter or rainy season?
Rainy.
You'd like to travel by land, water or air?
Water.
You love to stay in a city, a small town or a village?
At this point of time, village.
Great. Dear sir, when you help others, do you expect something in return? Yes or no?
No, many a time I give. I'm a giver.
Great. Your idea of a beautiful day in 1 sentence?
Being in a bathtub and having a book.
Oh, great.
Maybe add a beer to it.
Great. Are you a good cook?
No. I eat less and not focus on eating.
Great, sir. Dear sir, your favorite teacher's name or maybe your sir, either it could be a teacher or a sir, a female teacher or a male sir. Who could you share their name?
Mr. Mohanamurthy, when I was doing my 8th standard in a Tamil medium school, in an ordinary school called T Nagar High School in T Nagar in Chennai here, where I studied the 8th standard. My class teacher was by name Mr. Mohanamurthy. And the Tamil medium school, no English at all except English 1 paper. All the others, other papers we studied in Tamil only. Yes. Mr. Mohanamurthy one day told me, Ramu, your English is real good. Yes. Hardly a couple of words we here and there we used to say, but he looked at me and he said, Ramu, your English is good. He was the first person to tell me your English is good, and all the English that I speak today is all based on that 1 single sentence and 1 single day. He told me your English is good.
Yes, thank you.
That created everything.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. So, if you're given a choice to prioritize singing and dancing, which one would you choose?
Watching or me doing?
Yes, you can take it either ways. It's singing or dancing, like anything it could be.
Singing, as I told you earlier,
Singing.
Lata
Yes.
Mangeshkar, Kishore Kumar singing.
Yes, sir. So are you a morning person, afternoon or evening person? When are you active?
Late night, I'm
Night.
active from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. I usually go to sleep by 2 a.m., get up by 9 a.m. Even today, I got up only by 9 a.m. now. So I was getting up 9. Yeah, I have an interview by 11. I got to be ready. So I got up by 9. I don't like to go to sleep early.
Oh,
I keep on postponing it. I go to sleep by 2. And then I don't want to get up in the morning also. I get up simply because it's 9 o'clock.
yes.
I'm a late night person.
Yes. Same pinch. See, even me too. The same. A night owl. Yes, sir. Sir, you love salty food or sweet stuff?
I don't have much of whatever is put in my plate, I eat.
Great.
I'm not fond of. My daddy expired when he was 46 years old because of heart attack and diabetes. So, by and large, I never chose sugar. People ask me 1 cube sugar or 2 cube sugar in coffee. I said, put 1, put 2, don't put anything. I will not question you at all. Whatever coffee you give me, I drink. Whatever
Okay.
is placed in my plate, I eat. It
So
can be tiffin, it can be meals, it can be biryani, whatever. If you place something in my plate, I will eat. I don't have any complaints at all. I don't have any choice at all.
great. That is being very humble, accepting what you get. That's really nice. That's a way, to honor the universe and thank the universe for what you are getting, right? That's beautiful. Gratitude, that is. I feel that you're grateful for what you're being offered. Like, that's very nice, sir. To look at the world in a beautiful way, on the positive side, the brighter side of life. Yes, friends, the next question for sir. Sir, very honestly, would like to know, you focus mostly in life, like you would prioritize, or maybe you could look at this: money, happiness, or both?
Happiness.
Happiness.
I never made much money. I was never poor. Start with I never lacked money at any point of time in my life. I was never rich. I never cared for money. I never react to money.
Yes.
Simply because money is there, I won't do anything.
Yes.
And if there's no money also, I will do the same thing. You give me 10,000 rupees, I'll speak the same way. You give me 30,000 rupees, I'll speak the same way. You don't pay me anything at all, I'll speak the same way.
How sweet.
I don't react to money at all.
Great, sir. Very nice. So, introvert, extrovert, who you are?
Both. I'm a crazy character. I'm abnormal. If I am with the book, you will think I'm introvert. When I pick up a mic and I'm in front of maybe 20, 30, 100 people, I'm an extrovert. I'm 80% extrovert with a mic. I'm 80% introvert with a book. I'm crazy.
Great. Very nice, sir. So, most of the time when we are having leisure, or when we have leisure, like we are in our thoughts, where do you find yourself when you are in your thoughts, like, the thought process, in the past, the present, or the future?
Mostly in the present, being where I am. Even if I read a magazine, I'm 100% into the magazine. My wife calls me, I don't listen. She says, after all, you're reading only Kumudam on the Udan or some magazine.
Yes.
Whatever I read, I'm totally into it. I'm in the present.
Yes.
Not in the past, not in the future.
Yes. So are you a thinker, a doer, or both?
I don't do much. What I do is, Joe Ville used to tell people, everybody speaks. I also speak. Right? But when I speak, people clap and appreciate and give me money also. Right? So in that context, I can be a reader also. I can be a speaker also. I can be. I'm not much of a doer. Meaning, what I do is speaking.
Great.
That's what everybody does. But then I'm a doer in the area called speaking.
Yes, sir.
I think a lot.
Yes. So I think like. Yes, sir. You're transforming your thoughts into action. Like whatever you're having in your mind, you're sharing it. So I think you're a thinker first and then a doer.
Doer in speaking, not creating something like manufacturing something like.
Yes.
Doing some work like.
Yes.
This is
a wonderful job, sir. You're doing a wonderful job of sharing your thoughts. Sharing your innovative ideas and sharing your knowledge and wisdom. So you're converting your thoughts by sharing it with others. So I feel that you are a thinker, great thinker, and as well a great doer, transforming them into action and sharing it with the world. Yes, dear sir. Am I troubling you a lot?
No way. I'm
Okay,
saying that
sir.
because I think fast, I need to speak fast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When I speak a little slower, the thought comes and goes away, and I
Yes.
forget that. So, in
Yes.
order to get everything that I'm thinking about, I automatically, naturally speak fast.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you love fresh fruits, salads, or fried food, or both?
Salads, vegetable salads, and I like soup also.
You like home cooked food, or you'd like to order from outside?
Home cooked.
Home cooked food. If you are given a chance to visit a beach and a beautiful forest, which one would you select first?
Forest will be better because for forest, everything is new, everything is different. Beach, it's the same.
Great, sir.
The whole thing is, I love beach, but then compared with the forest is going to give me something new. Every tree is different, every bush is different,
Yes.
every flower is different.
Yes. Yes, that's nice. Very nice. So, are you good at riding a two-wheeler or driving a four-wheeler?
I have both, but I love two-wheelers only.
Yes.
Two-wheeler, there's a book by the title Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Mechanism. Zen, Z-E-N, and the Art of Motorcycle Mechanism by Robert Pirsig, R-U-B-E-R-T, Robert Pirsig, P-I-R-S-I-G, Robert Pirsig. And in that book, he says, when you are in the car and you're driving, you are looking at the world through a TV. When you are in a two-wheeler, you are connected to the world, getting the weather, getting the sun, getting the wind and all, looking at everything. You are living in the world. When you're inside a car, you're looking at the world through a TV. So he recommends two-wheelers. I love two-wheelers.
Yes, very
I
nice.
started two-wheelers when I was 14 years old.
Wow.
So since that time, I still love motorcycles.
Great, great. Yeah, I've seen one of your pictures. Very nice. Looking very royal on that.
That's a huge vehicle. That's 1800 cc. Maruti car is 800 cc. That motorcycle I'm in one, that's BMW. My son's motorcycle in close to San Francisco, they called it Danville and Pleasant, and where I was driving that 1800 cc, huge motorcycle.
Yeah,
But can't be driven here.
Yeah, it was looking awesome. It was looking great. So I had to look at it for a long time, and try to understand as you now explained, it is having certain traits, like what you've said, this
800 cc.
Yeah, 800 cc. And this bike, sir?
Bike is 1800.
1000, yeah, that's what So I was wondering, what is it? To me, it is unique. I was thinking like that. Yes, sir. Now, dear sir, one more last question for you. Not one more, two more last questions. Right. If there is a table in front of you and there is one nice book and lovely music, where would you lay your hands? On the music system or on the book, or both?
Book.
Book. Oh, great. That's nice.
So, music, sometimes I know what is there, what the song is all about. Yes. Book is something I do not know. It's going to give me some surprises.
Yes. Yes, sir. Dear sir, now as we come to the end of this talk show, there's a question for you here. We all know the three magical words: please, sorry, and thank you. From generations, it has been passed on. When you converse, when you speak to others, please use these three magical words. That is, please, sorry, and thank you. Now, today on the International Fabtalks show, we would like to request you to give us additional three magical words for our audience, for me, my team, and our guests today.
You can say, you come first.
You come first. Wonderful. Very nice. So here, you come first. Very nice. Until you are special, you are safe, you can't do anything for the others. Right, sir? Yes. So we had a beautiful time. Yes, sir.
You come first, not me. I care for you. Wherever possible, I would like to give you something. You come first.
So sweet. Very nice, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We've had a great time, and I wouldn't want to end the session now. I would like to prolong it, but as we have to keep time in, give importance to time. And I know you are a very busy person. Thank you for your time. Thank you for accepting my offer on the International Fabtalks show.
Real pleasure being with you, Andrea. I don't think in 1 hour time people would have asked me as many questions, as insightful questions as you. Really, I had a very nice time with you. Wonderful. Happy sharing my life with you. And so nice. Good day. You make my day.
Thank you. So you made our day too, sir. Thank you very much for all the beautiful messages and the honesty with which you have shared, sir. Thank you. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Bye-bye, sir. Dear team, we'll sign off now from the International Fab Talk Show. We meet again with yet a beautiful guest, just like today, to share and bring a difference in the world. Stay safe, stay happy, be blessed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.